play of the game from way down.
Two, silence. Rainer getting absolutely
A team wipe.
The living bomb's going.
Oh my goodness, the ring. Bombstastic gonna find Rainer.
Welcome back to twitch.tv/MurdaRG. I'm your host, of course, Murda. About to bring you another matchup tonight from the Calculated Throw family. This time it's 2Calculated2Throw up against our very own ReGen Anomaly. Welcome back. Hopefully you caught the first game. It was House of Shay taking a 2-0 over Calculated2Throw. Here in the second half, yes. St. Basil tuning in, looking for Rewind. I gotta send my apologies to you guys first. I was set to cast that match, and I ended up switching it to this one because I was casting Calculated2Throw first. I thought it'd be fun and interesting to get to cast 2Calculated2Throw after them. So I have to send my deepest apologies out to Rewind and their opponent tonight, which was Chicken Nuggets. It was Chicken Nuggets. I'm sorry. I really am. And I'm going to make it up to both those teams in some form soon enough, I promise. So St. Basil, my apologies to you too. Anyway, back onto this one. Excuse me. We got 2Calculated2Throw and ReGen Anomaly, and we're in a draft already. Excuse me, the draft lobby. So it should be pretty soon that we're hopping into the draft. Let's talk about the map bans. 2Calculated2Throw banned out Sky Temple and Towers of Doom. ReGen Anomaly banned out Dragonshire and Cursed Hollow. First map is going to be Tomb of the Spider Queen, chosen by ReGen Anomaly. 2Calculated2Throw is going to get the first pick. Let's go through the standings right now. I know ReGen Anomaly entering tonight's matchup with a map record of 4-0. Haven't dropped one yet. And on the other side, for 2Calculated2Throw, they enter tonight's matchup with a record of 2-1. 2 points in the standings in just their one match from week number 1 that they've already played. This being a week 2 matchup, I have to apologize again. Thank you for accepting the first apology, St. Basil. Appreciate that. But a second apology, because right now there's something wrong with Twitch. It won't let me update my stream title. So if you're reading the bottom, it has our last match listed on the stream title. My apologies. That is unintended. Didn't mean for that to happen, but nonetheless, that is what's going on. So anyway, are we ready? Need captain, then we are ready. Can we swap sides, actually? Carve hooking it up with the swap. Are they all using the same? Oh my god. Both teams are using the same portrait. I love it. It's like the portrait synergy is extended onto both sides. I just need to swap one more, it looks like. There we go. We got all the teams set. Make sure the correct draft team one, please. I know Carve asked me 3 times, but I got these darn sunglasses on and I can barely read the chat. It's really hard to read the chat. Okay. Alright, now we're ready. We're definitely ready now. Throwing my R out. Hopefully we get one from the captains as well. Hopefully Twitch chat, you can throw your R's out if you're ready. Arrow of the Storm says, try changing the name of what you're typing out. It took a couple times. Okay, let me try what could they not like? 2Calculated2Throw, ReGen Anomaly? Like, none of these names are offensive. It's 2C2T. See if that fixes it. Nope. No, it's not working. I don't know, dude. It's something weird. Twitch has some sort of bug right now they gotta worry about. They gotta fix it. Who? Ah! They were in a party, so we can't launch. So they're dropping party and retrying. St. Basil says,
New
take off the
follower
shades. That's some poppycock right there, my friend. Shades are not coming off. You already knew that, though. Hung Fu with the follow. Thank you. Number 940. Just need 60 more of you to reach that 1,000 follower mark. Wouldn't that be special? If you're not already following, as I know most of you here already are, but if you're amongst the few that aren't, hit that follow button. Don't wait any longer. It's a little heart. You know we're all about the love around here. I'm gonna let them know I'm ready again. Oh yeah. Hopefully we get launched here. And Carve is gonna give it a shot. Nope, we lost another one. Okay. Let's try this title. See if an even shorter one works. Done. No, still won't let me update it. I'm trying, guys. I really am. Ranked is a nightmare. Okay, is everyone here? I think everyone's here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Is it gonna launch? Is it gonna launch? We're hanging on the edge of our seat. Looks like it did. Welcome to Towers. No, it's not Towers. Welcome to Tomb of the Spider Queen. I can't even read. I'm telling you. The glasses, man. The glasses. So first to pick here will be 2Calculated2Throw. This is the map selection of the Captain Car from ReGen Anomaly. And that means Fear, the captain from 2Calculated2Throw. Going to have option of the first ban here. Blue side will be played by 2C2T. Murda got a haircut? No, I'm not wearing a hat tonight. I think that's the difference, Shui. No hat tonight. Put a little product in there. Did the whole thing for you. You like it? Repsychic's back. Towers of Tomb. That'd be a pretty fun map. Imagine this with like a Tomb of the... Imagine this with a Towers of Doom mechanic. It might be fun. Garrosh first ban, second ban quickly. The Johanna. Now we're back over to 2Calculated2Throw. 12 seconds for their second ban. And I'd imagine going to try to continue banning out these tanks with the Johanna already taken out. They can really make it deep into this pool. But no, it's just going to be one of Carve's heroes. Carve's hero. Maybe that is what I should say. Rainer taken away. Final ban's going to be Zul'jin by ReGen Anomaly. And a very fast selection now onto the Kael'thas for 2C2T. How does ReGen Anomaly respond? They're coming pretty quick on their own as Mango's Rexar was left wide open. Carve looking to find one more here for his squad. Actually, Mango with that draft hat tonight. Calling out these picks for everyone. It's going to be ETC for Littlerock. Back on over to the blue side. As we see Shui in chat saying, looks good. Usually you're just unkempt. Wow. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. 7 seconds left. What are they going to pair in with this Kael'thas? Probably a tank, because it's already getting kind of deep. It will be a tank. It's Diablo, and support's going to be Anduin. ReGen now with their final ban. Can maybe help out the solo lane matchup, taking away something that Mango doesn't want to play against. But we already see damage, support, and tank on the side of 2Calculated2Throw. They're just going to actually take away, presumably, a target ban here onto the Kira. Final ban now belongs to 2Calculated2Throw, and they can consider taking out a support here. Which support might that be? Anders has shown quite the flexibility thus far in their first two matchups that took place in week number 1. But they're going to take away one of his favorites there, the Malfurion, banned out by 2C2T, and that might have been a smart one. Now they got to think if they want to grab that support now. Maybe worrying about a double support pickup on the blue side. ReGen Anomaly looking at their picks, just 7 seconds remaining for them. Yet to get one of those damages, especially for their captain Carve. Voodoo playing his first match of the season, and we're yet to see which hero he's going to pick, but it's going to be Vala for Carve, which we haven't seen a lot out of him, and an Ana for Honors. I know it's Anners, but it's more fun calling him Honors now, isn't it? Rek is Malfurious. Couldn't agree more. Final 2 picks now. Lunara. Okay. And Hunter X gonna hop on the Imperious. Okay. I think Imperious is an interesting selection to face off against the Rexar. Could be pretty good for them. But I mean, it is Mango's Rexar. It's shown to be one of the strongest in the division over the past 2 seasons. Final pick's gonna belong to Voodoo, and he's that flexible player right now. Could play a mage. And he will. It's going to be a Gul'dan. So a squishy backline here with the Ana, Vala, Gul'dan for ReGen Anomaly. They're going to be led up front by ETC and Rexar. And on the other side, this frontline Diablo Imperious can be extremely scary if they can hop on any target. Speaking of hopping, leaping strikes from Lunara could spell destruction for a lot of these heroes on the side of ReGen Anomaly. But you got to let me know in chat right now who you here rooting for. I saw some Calculated Throw fans in the house earlier. Are you still here? Let me know in chat. Hashtag 2C2T if you want to root for 2Calculated2Throw. And if your money is on ReGen Anomaly, hashtag RGA in chat right now. We'll count them up and see which side good old Twitch chat's rooting for here. I'm expecting the 2Calculated2Throw fans to outnumber ReGen right now. Although I do see some ReGen fans out there. But we just got into our second half of the doubleheader. I gotta imagine a lot of you are still hanging around cheering the other team on. There's Grieven in the house. Just got done with that matchup earlier. Played the solo lane for Calculated2Throw as our game is ready. Let's load on in to Tomb of the Spider Queen. And on the left-hand side, hopping out front, the Captain Fear on Lunara, Galdry Ice on Anduin, Jurgen playing the Kael'thas, Hunter X on Imperious, and just out of base, it's Diablo, played by X Havoc. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for 2Calculated2Throw. Over on the right-hand side, they're sitting in first place right now. I see some love coming out from Carve in chat saying thanks for casting. Carve is going to be playing the Vala, Littlerock on ETC, Voodoo on Gul'dan, Anners on Ana, and Full Mango playing his Rexar. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for ReGen Anomaly. Level 1 fight taking place here just below bottom lane, and that's going to be a good pull by Anduin, keeping Diablo alive, who's low health at the early portions of the game, has no souls, has to be careful. But Leap of Faith, so good for Anduin. Good bomb spread here by Kael'thas, getting that flaming, Flame Strike. I almost called it Flaming Strike. The Flame Strike hit multiple targets there, so RGA already having to send Rexar back to base, low on health, and having to rely on Ana's heals, already sitting about 60% mana, so not too easy going for her yet, as the rotations are a bit different. Looks like 2Calculated2Throw willing to send 3 members down to the bottom to help out Imperious. Kael'thas still going to remain down here as Rexar just now showing up. But look at these minions, they're not dead yet, so it's going to be easy pickups for Misha, as now it's Lunara getting some damage thrown out onto her at mid from that rotation coming down from top from ReGen Anomaly. Taking a look at our talents, Gul'dan already sitting at 15 stacks on Echo Corruption. Pretty good there. 3 globes onto that Frog Rock for ETC. And 3 on the Mana Addict currently for Kael'thas. There's a power slide. Will hit onto Fear. He's taking a chunk of damage. Vala in chase. but multi-shot not enough to take the deer down that time. Still even 0 apiece, and XP just as close. Check out the bottom lane, a lot of damage happening here. Imperius trying to find a kill, but Misha's healthy. She gets the stun. Is this a kill here for Rexar? Spear away by Hunter X. 198 health will survive back behind the wall. Looking down at chat, and I gotta say, a lot of votes for 2Calculated2Throw. I see 1. I see 2. I don't see any for ReGen. Oh no. That's a kill down bottom from Rexar. Let's check out up top with his power slide. Still connecting in. 21 stacks now on Echo Corruption. Gul'dan getting stronger as the minutes go by. Littlerock avoids a chastise within tower range. He's going to survive. But very close to the first kill of the game there for 2Calculated2Throw. But for now, it's going to remain in the hands of ReGen Anomaly up 1-0. And a bit of an XP lead afforded by this kill in the solo lane by Full Mango. Lunara is going to try to get some of this soak, but going to have to worry about that bear missing one of those charges right there. But now with Hunter X back in the lane, Misha might be in trouble. Look at the gem balance in the bank. 28 already turned in for ReGen Anomaly. They just cashed in a whole bunch up top. There's a sleep onto Diablo. Power slide follow-up. A little bit of health reduction as well onto X Havoc. And what a flip! Right onto Carve. He lands in the Flame Strike. First kill of the game for 2Calculated2Throw. Arrow says, sorry, was mid-boss fight. Well, you know, you didn't vote. That's what happens, man. Imperius may be in trouble again to this Misha, and there's also a fight happening up top. No one falling here. Still just the 28 gems in the bank for ReGen Anomaly. Getting close to their next, to have enough for the first turn-in, rather. Zoning out on a few of these gems. Looks like they won't be picked up. Anduin almost tried walking forward for him, but 3 are going to hit the turf. Just one more gem needed for ReGen Anomaly before they have enough. Power slide on Kael'thas. But another leap of faith by Anduin. Keeping Jurgen Derb alive that time. X Havoc holding on to 23 gems right now. 82 souls in the bank for Diablo. Black souls, and then going into Fire Stomp at 4. Another little skirmish taking place down bottom with Rexar getting the better half of all of these so far. But all the gems are really up top right now for ReGen. They're going to have to figure out a way to find a fight, find a kill to make the zoning separation around these turn-ins possible. Good damage that time. Good trade out onto the Kael'thas. Jurgen Derb going to back on up. Wait for some supporting from Anduin, which he's going to receive near the wall. Still exchanging back and forth. ETC yet to pick up a level 7 talent. Almost at level 8 now for ReGen. Shadow charge in by Diablo. X Havoc looking to finish off ETC, but a good grenade gonna spell that one in the other direction. Fear now body blocked by ETC, but able to hop around. Channel started up by Lids, but not enough space. Diablo's here fire stomping, breaking that channel. Down bottom, still low is Imperius. And Rexar might try to get this, but enough healing, enough shielding there by Hunter X. Still looking okay now, making the rotation down as Kael'thas. As ETC is going to start to channel once again up top. Is there an interrupt this time? No. Littlerock gets him in, and it'll be first Web Weavers for ReGen Anomaly. Looking for the kill on Lunara. But Fear getting the pull once again from Galdriice. Will survive. Gotta credit Anduin for multiple saves. I believe that's a third here early on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Definitely paying dividends with that draft pick on the Anduin. RGA looking to push his top lane. Webweaver just now spawning, dropping into lane. There's a few minions still standing from the last wave as the red side's going to push on in with 4 of their heroes, just leaving the Rexar solo down in the bottom lane, pushing all by his lonesome. Misha's actually holding the vision there behind, making sure Full Mango's not in trouble at all. Keep checking out the push up top. As Lunara here now at level 4, picking up Nature's Culling. Definitely going to help clear these things out quickly, but Fear has been targeted a few times by ReGen Anomaly. Looking for it again there is ETC, but not connecting on that power slide. Lid's going to have to back out. Gonna take a Gravity Lapse Flame Strike Living Bomb combo. All the dirty work from Kael'thas. Imperius so low, has to be careful in defense. Ooh, the Web Blast could have targeted him, but it didn't. And here comes the cavalry. Jurgen Gravity Lapse in the Misha. Spear's gonna hit as well. Heal coming out, but not enough to keep Misha alive. Rexxar survives. Fort goes down. Objective phase over. Now RGA 15 gems away from having enough for their next turn in. It's going to be advantage for 2Calculated2Throw, looking to turn in with Diablo up top. Vala is here. We'll get the first interrupt, but takes a shadow charge to the face and a lot of damage from Lunara. Leaping Strikes just came with level 10, and that's going to be the second kill of the game for 2Calculated2Throw. Both of them coming onto Vala. Bottom lane trouble. That must have been the armaments popped by Hunter X, as now he's all alone. And that is 20 plus gems hitting the ground. Lunara trying to cash in right above ETC. Lid's not able to get there in time. And up top it's Diablo desperately trying to get 44 gems in. But going to be interrupted again by ReGen Anomaly. There's an APOC with the flip into it onto ETC. He's taking a good chunk of damage, now down to about 60%. Trying to get some supporting here from Ana. 4 gems now, the difference for ReGen Anomaly until they have enough for their second turn, and they have a Bruiser Cam pushing mid, and Misha's here as well. And they're going to get a quick kill onto Kael'thas. He's down. As ETC's just now finishing that prog rock at 8 minutes and 18 seconds. Pretty good time for him. Another interrupt coming from Hunter X here on the top side. ETC looking to get 10 gems in. Full Mango holding on to 20, but might want to kill here. Misha getting assaulted, pulled back behind the wall. Can the bear get out? I don't think it will be able to. And Misha will fall. Now here comes ETC, finds a power slide. No mosh pit that time, being underneath those towers. Lunara is going to slam some minions into the wall. Now maybe in trouble herself. Rain of Vengeance miss by Vala. ETC just going to find the face of Diablo here. Misha back on her feet. There's a light bomb from Diablo. Only hits the bear. Mosh pit on the backside. Lid's in trouble, but they end up getting the first kill of the fight. ReGen Anomaly makes it 2 as they trade out the ETC, but they get the 2-for-1. Souls reset on Diablo. He's back from base, almost ready to get back in this fight right now. Flame Strike only going to do about 60% of Ana's health bar. She's going to survive. So just a 2-for-1 now, 5-3. Kills favoring ReGen Anomaly, 4 belonging to Rexxar. Mango playing a beastly bear. Turn coming in down bottom, wide open for Lunara. Can Misha get there in time? No. Grab Lapse is there in time, but still one more gem needed. I didn't even do the math that quick. But yeah, they're going to need one more, and that's going to give space for Full Mango to find the back-to-back turn-in for ReGen Anomaly, and this is where it gets scary. Second turn-in. Opportunity for a lot more. Diablo all by himself gets slept, has no health, and just like that, X-Havoc is down. Leaping Strike's going to keep Lunara alive, still backing up behind the wall, along with Anduin and Kael'thas. This is going to be a big push opportunity now for ReGen Anomaly. Do they want mid or do they want top? Looks like top's going to be the pick. Rexxar going to remain mid, as this Web Weaver is going to be cleared out as quickly as possible by Fear and Jurgenderb. Baldry is still here in support. That should mean this top fort is free for ReGen Anomaly to take it down. No defense here. Lid's going to hold this rotational lane pretty effectively. And question marks now on where they want to go next. Diablo being shown down in the bottom lane now in defense of this bottom lane Web Weaver. So plenty of space now for ReGen Anomaly to push onto this keep wall. Liderock up front on the ETC. Web Blast coming out. There's the APOC, just going to stall them out. Not really used for any combo and easily avoided by the members of ReGen Anomaly. Now through the keep wall in the top lane. Sleep going to connect onto Lunara. Great job by Anders setting that one up. And Voodoo is waiting right in the wake to find the kill. They even get the double there onto Kael'thas. Here comes Imperius. 38 gems, pops the armaments, trying to avoid any sort of attack by ReGen Anomaly, but they're only interested in this keep, and they are going to get it now. 12 seconds remaining until Lunara is back on the map. Boss available with an open lane. Does ReGen Anomaly make the move there, or do they try to find level 16 first? Mid fort, very low. Should be able to get this one very quickly. And just like that, it is down. Now we look at the gem counts. 49 in the bank. They were just that one away from getting the turn in. And it looks like Imperius, the one holding on to any remaining gems right now outside these ones that Diablo just found. So they got to get one of these front lines to the web spawners pronto before ReGen Anomaly can continue picking up gems. They're going to turn in 31 right now on Rexar, making it that much easier to get those final 13 and get this turn in. Right now, sitting with level 16 talent, still waiting for Gul'dan to select one. Misha trying to charge in now. Here comes ETC. Boops him away with the face melt, but they have the Rain of Vengeance from Vala, locking the Kael'thas in. First kill of the fight belongs to them. Anduin now has got sights locked on him by Gul'dan, but ETC not within arm's reach. Anduin able to get back behind the wall now, finding the turn and sneaking it in down bottom is Hunter X. And that should reset this map for at least a moment and allow 2Calculated2Throw to lick their wounds a bit and try to get back into this one. Webweaver top lane, the first in the focus of ReGen Anomaly. They take it down so quickly right now with this Vala. And looking how far back these are, they're of no threat to any of the structures of ReGen Anomaly in this current minute. Also, still no level 16 talents for 2Calculated2Throw. Not really making them feel confident stepping up and pushing with any of these. So they're just back by their wall in the top lane. Now rotating towards mid. But it's going to allow ReGen Anomaly to rotate as a team, get the clear out onto all of these Webweavers. And they have enough gems on hand for their next turn in. Litorok's going to help set up down bottom. Of course, Full Mango and Voodoo. They have the 13 needed. That's all they're going to have to channel with. But they want to make a defense up top because Hunter X also holding on to 50 of his own. Or will they? I don't think this is going to be early enough, or is it? Did they channel all of these at the same time? Yeah, they did. So great job by 2Calculated2Throw finding that back-to-back turn-in. And with the waves kind of pushed out already, ReGen Anomaly is going to try to send them back in the other direction once more. Top lane has those catapults every wave, so tough to push up here. Bottom lane is going to be the focus first, and should go down rather quickly, and then we'll try to make the rotation towards mid. So you can give room for a push up top. Here it comes, Lunara. Nature's culling. They back on out. They see the rotation coming up. They don't want the fight. Of course, they have level 16s. Diablo's going to look for it here, perhaps. No, X-Havoc going to back up again. Webweaver down. Now just the one at mid still standing, sitting at about 30% health. ETC on the front, Gul'dan sneaking through. Web Blast gonna kill a few minions back behind the fort, so those XP globes are now unobtainable, which is to the favor of ReGen Anomaly, and you hate to see it if you're a fan of 2Calculated2Throw. Trying to catch up in XP, currently 2 levels down, and make it 3, 19 to 16 now for ReGen Anomaly. Lunara all by herself. Power slide completely whipping. Leaping strikes, though, towards mid. And again, right over the head of Misha. She does take a corruption, a lot of damage. But here's a mosh pit, only going to hit the Diablo. Interrupted. Kael'thas, a lot of poison damage will fall. ReGen Anomaly now pressing in. Misha on the backside. You probably find one of those charges. Is he going to be on Lunara? Question mark? She's low, trying to get out, but the auto attacks from Rexar is going to find 2 more kills on the backside. Look at these kill totals now. 5 for Mango. Feeling good if you're ReGen Anomaly, now looking to push onto the core through the top lane. They already got this keep down. They're very healthy. 3 heroes down, just Diablo and Anduin left in defense. And they're all the way down at bottom lane. Going to try to get back here, but the shielding might already be down by that point, and there it goes. Falling quickly now, 80%. Make it 70%, looking to put damage on Diablo. X-Havoc about to fall. There's the light bomb. Does hit a few members, and he finally falls. 30% on the core. There's the Horrify from Gul'dan, but is it too late for a comeback? Yes, it is. ReGen Anomaly, remaining perfect on the season, picking up map number 1 against 2Calculated2Throw. Let's take a look at our match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. It's just game number 1. We still have one more at least to go. Best of 3 set here, led by Goldan and the damage. 130k siege, 50k hero damage, 3 kills, 0 deaths. Voodoo coming in with his first map of the season and showing up for ReGen Anomaly, making them look good without one of their favorites, Jesus. On a vacation right now in Hawaii, from what I've heard. But I do see him in chat. He's hanging out with us right now. Erikimo in chat also threw a follow our way. So thank you for finally hitting that follow button. Appreciate that, my friend. As we're going to take a look at our talent screen before moving on to our break. Gotta send a big thank you out to everyone in chat. Arrow of the Storm hitting that resub button earlier. Haven't been able to shout him out yet. And all of you throwing down my emotes. You love to see it. If you want to support ReGen, one of the best ways to do it is by supporting this stream. We got some sweet emotes that you can throw some love out there with the Let's Go ReGen and the ReGen Globe emotes. So if you're excited for ReGen, consider subscribing. I think we're just 1 or 2 away from reaching our sub goal right now at 10. So the more the merrier. Hope to see you here at least once during the season as a subscriber. If not, your follow does just fine too. We're going to take a short break. Be back in about 2 minutes for game number 2. Welcome back to twitch.tv/murderrg. I'm hanging out here. I think we just got our lobby open. I'm going to try to hop on in and see where we're at. All right. I'm in. Game 1 going over to ReGen Anomaly on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Kept all their structures up for the most part. Did they lose one at the end? I can't remember. It was close to falling at least. We got all our players here, it looks like. I'll let them know I'm ready. Looks like our next map is going to be Battlefield of Eternity. And this one chosen once again by ReGen Anomaly. So 2Calculated2Throw. Very happy to maintain the first draft pick throughout this one. Reminder, if you're trying to read the stream title down below, I understand it is not accurate. This is actually 2Calculated2Throw and ReGen Anomaly. However, Twitch is having issues right now with the stream title system. So, chicken squeak to them. It's always rough when you can't get things done properly, but you guys are smart people. Just waiting to hear back from ReGen Anomaly to see if they are ready. As Fear has thrown his ready check. I threw my ready check. Not sure what we're waiting on from here. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I don't know. Y'all okay? Carv says bros. I was typing in party. Oh. Oh, poor guy. He was sending us messages to the wrong chat. Rip. Da, 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 da. I'll throw another R, maybe? Hung Fu says, I'm a smart person, kind of. Well, at least you're confident, kind of. Game 2, draft about to be underway. Battlefield of Eternity. With 2Calculated2Throw, first picking here, first banning. RGA up 1-0 and looking good so far. Plenty of kills there in game number 1. With the help of Rexar in the solo lane, does he become a ban target? Are they worried about the Gul'dan as Voodoo finding plenty of kills himself, leading the game in all the damage marks? Genji asking if Lid's fired up another brawl. Luckily, that wasn't the case this time. He is still here in the party. A long time here, thinking about their first ban for 2C2T. First game, taking away the Garrosh and Raynor in the first half. Malfurion was their final ban. Do they remain with those or start switching it up, trying to target out the solo lane a bit? Maybe worry a bit about this X Factor coming in from Voodoo, but it will be Rexar, as I probably thought would be the case. And a quick ban on the other side towards the Johanna, who was taken out in game number 1 by ReGen Anomaly as well. Sticking to their game plan seem to have worked on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Here on Battlefield of Eternity, we're going to see a lot of focus on the team fight. So expecting to see some of those brawlers, especially seeing some of these racers. Guys like Artanis are pretty popular here in Division C. Might see a Greymane, could see a Li-Ming. Second ban here for 2Calculated2Throw. It's going to be Carv's Vala that he played in game number 1. Can be strong here on Battlefield of Eternity as well with that Hungering Arrow build. So now final ban, they're going to put it once again onto the Zul'jin. And RGA content with where they were back on draft number 1. So here we are back over to 2C2T, and they have opportunity to go back to their Kael'thas they had in game 1, or do they switch it up? Diablo is a force to be reckoned with from X-Havoc. Do they go back to the Big Red? Or do they want to get one of these racers early in the draft? It's just going to be the ETC, taking that away from Littlerock. So how does ReGen Anomaly respond to that? Do they go ahead and grab their tank now or wait any longer? I think I'm expecting them to try to find a tank here. Is it that Garrosh that was banned out in game number 1? Or do they wait a little bit longer and maybe find some of the race damage here? It's going to be Tyrande for the Hunter's Mark. And yeah, there's some race damage. It's Greymane for Voodoo. Back on over to Fear. Thinking about their 2-3, less than 10 seconds remaining to pair in with this ETC. Took a support early in the draft last time. Might expect to see something similar here. Is it the Anduin again? They want the Artanis, mentioned him. And it will be support for Galdrius. This time, it's Lily. And Rek, I know you're in chat, so I'm going to go ahead and say it before you have a chance to type it. But we're all rooting for the same thing. Will it be the Water Dragon or will it be the Cups? If you're Repsychic, it better be the Water Dragon. And then at 20, if we get there, we better see Double Dragon, because that's the coolest talent in the game, if you ask me. Raynor, the final ban for ReGen Anomaly. This is the first hero that they've changed up for their bans. Game 1, it was Kira. But with the Raynor being banned out game 1 by 2Calculated2Throw, it looks like Carve and crew not willing to give up that Raynor here on the other side. Garrosh, final ban. So Littlerock gonna have to go even deeper now for his tank. It's gonna be Chen for full Mango, his other pretty favored offlaner. And Muradin for Littlerock, which is gonna give a lot of stuns with that Stormbolt and a way to escape with that Dwarf Toss. Whew, okay. Sorry, I gotta write this down. Final picks now. Repsychic catching up, he says Water Dragon. Everyone wants it. Gul'dan and Li Ming double mage to close out this draft for 2Calculated2Throw. Is that a risky pick? Leaves the Kael'thas open for Carve. He's going to play the mage here. Interesting. All right, so you've seen the drafts now. Who you here rooting for? Game 1, you guys were cheering for 2Calculated2Throw. Let me know again with hashtag 2C2T in chat. If you're here rooting for ReGen Anomaly, hashtag RGA in chat right now as we're about to load on into game number 2. I think I forgot to show you guys heading into the first game. But the portrait synergy from both these squads in tandem. Take a look at this gloriousness. Just Hunter X letting us down and full Mango. But otherwise, what is this, like a Punisher? I think it's the Punisher. It looks hella scary. Votes starting to come in. Trying to read them in chat. Radically Dreaming asking, how did the end of game 1 play out? It remained pretty dominant throughout most. ReGen Anomaly was able to get some kills at the end of it and secured the game number 1 on Tomb of the Spider Queen. As we are now loaded into Battlefield of Eternity for game number 2. Let's introduce this blue side first. We got Fear on the Artanis. Lily going to be played by Galdrius. Hunter X on the Li Ming. X Havoc playing the Cow. And just out of base, it's Jurgen Derb on the Gul'dan. Make some noise. A lot of it. For 2Calculated2Throw. Over on the red side, playing solo lane, we got full Mango on Chen. Voodoo on the gray main. Carv's going to play the Kael'thas. Anners on Tyrande. And Littlerock on the Muradin. Ladies and gentlemen, they are ReGen Anomaly. Alright. Bot lane, checking it out here. And it will be a barrel build started up by Chen. That's Third Wind by Muradin, not going for the Q. And otherwise, we look pretty standard here. Lily starting off with the free drinks. Looking for a heal-centric build so far. Repsychic, you can do your own determinations from that. Will we get the Water Dragon or not? As Carp takes a big orb to the face now, sitting at about 20% health. Gonna need some of the supporting from Tyrande, who relies on her own auto attacks and not taking face damage like that from the Li Ming. Definitely gonna be waiting on that Calderized resistance coming later on in this kit for Tyrande with this double mage pickup by 2Calculated2Throw. Carp trying to sneak on in, but didn't notice ETC also in that bush and was potentially in a lot of trouble there, barely surviving as another orb connects from Hunter X. Looking devilishly stylish so far here on Battlefield of Eternity. How does RGA respond to this? They are struggling very much so here in the early portion of this game, just worrying about Hunter X up in this top vent, wide open, and throwing orb after orb in at ReGen Anomaly. They've taken a ton to the face, and the wave clear is plenty along with the Gul'dan here. The 2 calculated throws. There's a fight taking place up top. Chen, a lot of damage. Great shielding by Artanis. Makes Full Mango be a little bit scared there. He's going to get himself 2 globes and a lot of safe XP by his own wall. Maybe something that Fear is regretting pushing it so far in. But he's back from his well. Just use a tap and ready to re-engage up top. We do have a Campion looked at down bottom by 2 calculated2Throw. Going to try to keep my eyes up top on the Chen Artanis matchup as much as we can. Full Mango taking a lot of damage now, leaping away. Had one of those minions in his sights for his flying kick the whole time. Down bottom, looks like ReGen Anomaly. Ooh, that orb almost hitting Littlerock, but it looks like they were able to steal away that camp, which was once started there by 2C2T. Now Lunar Flare going to hit onto Jurgenderb. Follow-up damage turning onto ETC, and there's first blood of the game, finally coming 2.5 in on BOE. Immortal just about to be announced as Artanis up top. He's swapping Chen right in his face, getting a lot of shielding. Mango might go down here, and he will. Fear winning the duel with the duelist, Artanis. What a fight. I'm glad we were able to catch the end of that one. Someone clip it for Nexus Edge. Bridger camps both sides here. As Immortal's just now spawning its card first to action with this Kael'thas on the point. Here comes Anders, Littlerock, and Voodoo. And that means Greymane hacking, slashing away onto this Immortal. Going to send ReGen Anomaly to an early lead in this race to the halftime mark, as you're able to stay in here. Only Li-Ming in defense for now. There it is, halftime pushed. We'll call it about a 3,000 HP lead for ReGen Anomaly, now sending their Chen down here to continue. Actually sending Chen all the way down to the bottom lane. Going to clear out that loser camp that's pushing, as Gul'dan up top doing the same for 2 calculated2Throw. A lot of damage now onto Muradin. Voodoo in deep on the Greymane right underneath this ETC. Here comes Artanis. Immortal stun, not going to hit anything. Voodoo barely able to escape that down in the bottom half of where that circle was. Power slide in onto 2. No follow-up available yet, as Lunara providing enough supporting for ReGen Anomaly. Going to hit a Lunar Flare there onto Gul'dan. Fear getting swapped back into a lot of damage. I'm surprised he put himself in that position. Greymane, no health. Can he get a heal? No. He's down. Reset happens for Li-Ming. Doesn't get the double kill. As Chen now going to rotate up from the bottom lane, has Gul'dan right next to him. Jurgenderb going to take some damage here, but a little bit of help from Li-Ming. Going to send Full Mango back to his squad. It's still just 4 heroes here for each team, as coming back from base is Artanis. Will he stop off at the Immortal, or will he join in this fight? I'd imagine he just drops on back and tries to work on it. Yes, he will. Was scouted out by that Owl. And here comes ReGen Anomaly looking to put more damage in, but it's going to be Chen going down. Great power slide by X-Havoc. That should be enough space created just by this ETC standing here for them to finish this off with Artanis. He has that amateur opponent at level 1. One of the fastest at clearing this Immortal out is Artanis. Kael'thas coming back from base. Still no Chen. He's just now respawning. Artanis still all by himself, as Voodoo going to charge in. They're trying to get this right under the noses of 2 calculated2Throw. They don't want to lose his first objective, but they will lose a Greymane. They take ETC along with them, but they do get the Immortal, and they might get more, as Gul'dan very low, leaping in as Chen finds him. Now it could be Lili. Galdrias in trouble. Is there another flying kick? Stun's going to connect from Muradin. Galdrias getting left on now. Can they finish it off? No. Lili too fast. Too furious. Or is that Hanamura drift? Is a top lane Immortal. ReGen Anomaly barely winning that first one. Had to sacrifice a few heroes to get the job done. But nonetheless, they are going to get a little bit of damage onto this wall, get down one of those towers. Possibly the second one. Yes, they will. So just the front wall taken down now. Swap's going to land on Muradin. Does he have a Dwarf Toss? He's looking for it. Yes, he does. Littlerock does escape. Looks like that's all it's going to be. Chen's all by himself down bottom. He's trying to push his wave in, knowing all 5 heroes are up top right now for 2 calculated2Throw. ReGen Anomaly is going to scout them out on this camp. Here comes Muradin, potentially about to make a move in, but instead they turn their sights on Hunter X. He was on the bottom side of that in the vent. They don't get the kill on him. And Artanis and ETC now a 4-man power slide. Ooh, Orb almost hitting Voodoo, but he's able to get back behind the wall. Still alive are all these members from ReGen Anomaly, but they're going to have to go back to base. They can't stay here any longer. Looks like Greymane will probably hang out and help the wave clear with Muradin. That's going to send Tyrande and Kael'thas back to base as Chen, he's been wide open for the past 2 or 3 minutes in the bottom lane. Gonna get a siege camp. And RGA is going right back up to the top, maybe trying to get this Artanis kill, maybe try to get this fort. Kael'thas up front misses the gravity lapse, not going to find any follow-up onto Fear. Bruiser camp is active. Tyrande was starting to look at it as the bottom lane now being pushed in by 4 members. A 2Calculated2Throw is just Chen here in defense. Got to worry about that Gul'dan damage. Li Ming as well can be plenty. ReGen Anomaly now is here. Looking for the Stormbolt as Muradin finds it on Lily, but she throws out some blinds, still taking damage as Galdria is able to scoot away yet again. The fast feet of the Panda coming into effect here on Battlefield of Eternity. As level 10's almost reached by ReGen Anomaly, they're looking at their Bruiser camp with Voodoo. He's falling pretty low on health, might have to go back to base after getting this. If he gets it, oh my god, that was, whew, one more auto attack, he was down. Calculated though. RGA first on the race. Carve taking a stun there, so it's going to slow them down just a bit. Now probably going to have to back up. Chen's up top. Greymane back at base. And 2Calculated2Throw has shown that they want to do a 4-man defense, just leave their Artanis on their own. And seems like that strategy is working just fine, but they're going to have to worry about top now. Bruiser camp is pushing in. Artanis is here. And ReGen Anomaly may be willing to play it slow, although they do have a Bruiser camp pushing up against them in the bottom lane. Both sides are going to have to worry about it eventually. Carp trying to step in, finds a living bomb, hits onto 2 members with some spread. Now trying to push this halftime mark is Muradin. There's the Avatar. Topside, full mango. He's in the barrel mode, so there it goes. He pops it there, finding Artanis, knocking him back into the team of ReGen Anomaly. It's Littlerock trying to escape and find his third win, but he goes back in. He's got to support his team. There's the fear from Gul'dan. Should be enough for a kill onto Littlerock. Great stun. 100 health, still surviving. Now 30 health. Does he have a leap? Doesn't need it. He's down. And that's going to be it for ReGen Anomaly potentially on this objective, as 2Calculated2Throw going to send all their team members over to start racing the red side. That should be plenty to get it done. Bottom keep does survive just barely, and top keep still having to worry about this Bruiser. No one's responded to it yet. Here comes Artanis, but is it too late? And the fort's gonna survive. Wow. Very close. Once again, Chen gonna stay down bottom during this objective up top. It's a 4-man defense for ReGen Anomaly. Muradin's gonna play really far out front. Carve stepping out with him, as it does have about a 20% shield still on it. Flame Strike's gonna be at the feet of it, trying to get that shield off, make it enter into the melee mode. Here comes ETC. Doesn't have the mosh pit for another 70 seconds. As ReGen Anomaly trying to make this defense, they throw out the Starfall from Tyrande. There's a Lunar Flare also connecting onto Artanis. Swap's gonna miss onto Voodoo and his Greymane, but the stun from the boss might be enough on Muradin. He leaps away, pops his Avatar, and survives. Littlerock's still in this one, but the Immortal no longer. It does fall at the keep of ReGen Anomaly. Chen's still pushing down bottom. He's got a Census rotation now where he could be in trouble. Full Mango, of course, has that barrel as an escape if he wants to pop it at the last moment. And it looks like that's exactly what he'll do. Barreling away. Swap can't do nothing. He's unstoppable. And Full Mango survives. Up top, ReGen Anomaly finds a camp. It was wide open. They got to worry about catapults pushing in their lane, but they can equal that right here with a Stormbolt from Muradin. Now they can just push this lane. I mean, you see where they are, especially with this scout. They're going to make the rotation just to protect bottom, it looks like. Artanis being sent top to defend against that siege camp. It's going to be 5 heroes from ReGen Anomaly here right now. Although Carve is leaving. Carve trying to save that keep wall. RGA able to clear up this siege camp down bottom. Here comes ETC whiffing on the mosh pit. A quick interrupt though with the Lunar Flare, gonna send X Havoc back to basic mode. 120-second cooldown there for ETC. Should be a good power play for ReGen Anomaly if they can find anything. Got all 10 heroes in the bottom lane right now as the attack coming onto this bottom fort is very low. Should go down in just a minute. But Starfall sent down in defense. It's going to be Gul'dan's Corruption closing off the HP onto that fort. Bruiser Camp's just now spawning both sides. Looks like both teams are going to head on over to them. See if I can get them both on your screen. And the Immortals have spawned up top. ReGen Anomaly will be racing down bottom. 2Calculated2Throw will be racing. Which team is faster without the Chen? You gotta imagine it's 2Calculated2Throw. Stun's gonna hit Carb again in this matchup. He's gotta worry about his feet. It slows down the race so much. And that's a 4,000 HP lead right now for 2Calculated2Throw. How does ReGen Anomaly respond? They're going to play defensively so far, but they got to find kills. They can't go through another one of these, allowing the Arcanist to push free while the four-man defense is there. And then you got to consider these mages as well. Gul'dan and Li Ming able to stand far away and continue throwing these orbs and corruptions at this Immortal. So eventually, ReGen Anomaly going to have to make a move into the faces of 2Calculated2Throw, and here it comes. Litterrock on the front side with his ETC. X-Havoc in trouble. Lunar Flare connects, and ETC's down just like that, but a great beam by Arcanist sends Murden back to base. Chen's going to split up Gul'dan, and leaping on alone with Kael'thas. Gul'dan could be in trouble. He's very low, does fall. Good job by Carb. Now Mango chasing Lily. Top side of the fight, it's Fear falling low. He's down. And ReGen Anomaly traded out 3 for 1. Might be able to get this Immortal now with Gul'dan, Greymane still alive. What? What? I don't even know what just happened there. But all the while, we've had Bruiser Camps pushing both lanes. The top lane and the bottom lane. Carb's going to respond for ReGen Anomaly, which means it's just Greymane here and Tyrande racing down this Immortal. Might not have enough room to get this. Li Ming's doing a great job defending with all these orbs. They gotta send Litterrock back in here. Anner's now very low. One more orb and he's down. Avoids it that time as the 5-man defense shows up for 2Calculated2Throw. Chen still on his back, just now respawning. And it goes to show just how much that Chen death really hurt ReGen Anomaly. It will end up costing them this Immortal phase. So it looks like it might have been a mosh pit, according to Radically Dreaming in chat, that secured that kill onto Chen. A T-Torch was thrown out. That might have been it. ReGen Anomaly having to defend in this top lane for the second time in a row up against an Immortal. Small shield on it this time. But with the wall already down, just one tower still standing, they got to get a lot of damage on it quickly. Here's a Starfall. Mango up front on the Chen, leaping back now onto this Immortal. They got to make it fall before this keep does, and looks like 2Calculated2Throw, they know exactly that. They're going to push on in along with it as fast as they can, but Immortal down. Good work by Voodoo on the back, playing that Greymane, able to stand back at a safe distance and chunk in some damage. Now Galdriai's Fear, Hunter X, X-Havoc, and Jurgen Derb all backing up. The whole squad of 2Calculated2Throw not wanting to take it now up against these level 16 talents of ReGen Anomaly. They have a camp in their sights, top lane siege camp. And too late to the party will be ReGen Anomaly. Here comes the Barrels, gonna try to split up ETC. He's all by himself. Lunar Flare misses because the boop happened. I don't even know what happened, but it's a 4-man mosh pit. Make it 5 as Chen steps in as well. Still no kills. Would have loved for one from Li Ming. She finally gets it, but only the one. This could be real trouble without their tank now. ReGen Anomaly having to defend a keep that's sitting on 30% health up against a double mage comp that's sieging away from a big distance. Chen hopping in and... oh no, not like this Chen. Stagger Pop gonna get some healing from Tyrande. And will end up surviving. But what a scare there for full Mango. They have ETC locked in. Flame Strike gets a cleanse from Lily as the keep falls down. Full Mango trying to hop back in. Still no Murden for 3 seconds. Bruiser Camp available. Does Artanis want to start that one? No, they're not going to take the risk. Or are they? Yes, they will. They're staying here. Fear locks them in. ReGen Anomaly still without their tank. They're going to try to take it anyway. Here comes Littlerock. He is here finally. Voodoo leaping in. Gets the kill with Greymane. Fear could be in trouble too. He's down. Camp stolen by ReGen Anomaly. Barrel came out from Chen, now leaping onto Lily. Baldry throwing out the blinds. Lunar Flare missing. Carve on his mount. Should be able to hit a grab lapse and does. Lily a lot of damage. Still surviving, but falls to the living bomb. And ReGen Anomaly looking like they can start to swing this around. Greymane on this Immortal. Super fast shots coming out now. Bruiser Camp pushing up top at that Shaman. And Chen and Muradin just have to worry about not dying. And ReGen Anomaly could get this Immortal, and it'll be the 4th of the game overall. 2nd for ReGen Anomaly. 25 seconds, still no support, but Hunter X looking so darn good with this Leeming. A ton of damage being thrown at Chen every single time. Look at that corruption as well. This double mage is something to be feared. RGA desperately trying to finish as ETC showing up, has a mosh pit. There's the barrel from Chen, trying to squid that ETC away. Voodoo leaps in, desperately once again trying to finish this for ReGen Anomaly, and they get it. Very close. Here's the beam hitting onto Tyrande, but not enough to finish her off. Mango once again in trouble, takes an orb to the face, getting face melted back by X-Havoc, and Chen is down at another very inopportune time, but Voodoo trying to swing it and does onto Artanis. Can he roll away? No. Greymane is down as well, a 2 for 1. Could be more with Carve in trouble, but Littlerock like a pro. Dwarf tossing in to protect Carve. He better say thank you for that one. Top lane Catapult. Bruiser Camp might be able to get this keep down. Gul'dan the only thing that can stop it. And will he? Catapult gets it. Immortal gets the fort down bottom as lane pressure now matched after that keep falls up top. Really not much RGA can do from this spot. Might just drop back, wait for some camps to spawn. Which one do they want to go to first? I think this Bruiser Camp, I'm seeing it on my screen, still a minute 40 seconds. Down bottom should be available, and up top will be available after this Immortal falls. It does get through the wall. And about 15% onto the keep as well. So surely now, heading into the late game, level 20s coming up. Sadly so wasn't the Water Dragon at level 10 for Lily, so we can't expect a Double Dragon at 20. I didn't think we'd make it this far on BOE, but nonetheless we are here. 19 3/4 for both sides, so close in the matchup, 11 to 11. Structures are deadlocked as well. Bruiser Camp pushing bottom lane. ReGen Anomaly is going to have to think about sending someone back to defend it. Here comes the whole team running, as I think 2Calculated2Throw worried about the back door. They show up in response back at their own base, but RGA already out of there. They want to clear up this bottom lane. Now RGA getting vision up top, seeing where they're at, so comfortable to clear this out. Both sides now waiting for that Immortal to be called out again, but we got to be honest with ourselves. It's been 2Calculated2Throw leading the way on these Immortals. Very scary up front, and setting up for the damage from Gul'dan and Leeming. Right now, they know this Bruiser Camp's going to be looked at. They're waiting for it to spawn, and this will be potentially the last fight of the game, depending on how it goes. Artanis is going to look for a swap. I don't even, did they get in there in time? Barrel comes out, trying to knock ETC away. He does. Mosh Pit canceled now. Full Mango very low. But ReGen Anomaly able to get the camp. Littlerock still trying to play in there, but the rest of his team back at the well behind this mid wall. ReGen Anomaly content with what they got, and now will have pressure mounting in the top lane as that Bruiser Camp will eventually start pushing in, but they again have to worry about this mage damage from Leeming and Gul'dan. What can they do now? They don't have their barrel to help deal with any of it. They do have the Avatar and the go for the throat left with the Pyroblast. There's the Avatar pop by Muradin, and he's trying to walk in, but it's Chen down once again. Li Ming, oh so splendid. Nice bomb spread by Carve, looking for that Pyroblast finish on Gul'dan. Is this enough? Should be able to get a heal from Lili, and will survive with 425 health. Voodoo now trying to push Artanis off this point, but not able to do it. Or is Voodoo looking for Gul'dan? He was. Oh no, Greymaine's in a lot of trouble from this position. Oh no, not like this Greymane. Greymane falls, and now ReGen Anomaly in a lot of trouble. Even with Gul'dan being sent to clear this out, with Greymane down, it's a horrible spot to be in for them. Huge opportunity for 2Calculated2Throw. They got their Artanis with that amateur opponent onto this Immortal already. Littlerock gonna try to slow it down as long as he can, but really not much will be able to do that. Greymane being down hurts them so much. Now question, does ReGen Anomaly try to sneak it top lane? Can they think of a way to get there? They're going to try to make the defense. Catapults will be mounting top lane though, so eventually those could threaten the core, but for now it's going to be an Immortal, a late game Immortal. We're in almost the 23rd minute right now. Combo onto Lili, but not enough follow-up. We didn't get the Stormbolt there, so 2Calculated2Throw is going to start pushing in. Big shield on this Immortal, and big damage all game long from Li Ming. Hunter X gonna try to lead him to victory here, currently sitting at 106k damage. There's the damage onto Lili, but she's gonna survive backside. Immortal now almost with the shielding down. Littlerock on the front in that avatar form. Mango's falling low again on the Chen. He's hopping around, gets feared towards his own base as Tyrande falls. The Immortal's on the core with 2 heroes down now. Is this the beginning of the end? Will 2Calculated2Throw be sending us to a game number 3? It looks like they will. And just like that, Battlefield of Eternity is over, with 2Calculated2Throw sending us to a game number 3. All right, let's take a look at this match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. Tremendous work by Li Ming. Easily our player of the game. 2 kills, 0 deaths, but the 112k hero damage was a threat the entire time. Tyrande couldn't keep up with it. Plenty of healing being provided by Lili. And overall, a fantastic win for 2Calculated2Throw. The first map taken off of ReGen Anomaly in the early portion of this season. Let's take a look at our talent screen before we head on to our final break of the evening. And just really great work. Impressed. I thought there were moments in that game where ReGen Anomaly was looking good, but the race and the defense with the race, setting up that ETC, also using their Artanis as the front line at times and sending them back for the race at other times. Really good balance there, great work, and that will send us to a game number 3. So hang tight, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 3 minutes with the conclusion of 2Calculated2Throw and ReGen Anomaly. and welcome back to twitch.tv/MurdaRG. I'm your host tonight, Murda. You might know me from this channel. If you don't, pleasure to meet you. 21 of you out there currently in chat. Thank you for all of you who've shown up in support of these teams this evening. We are in our lobby for game number 3. I think a few of the players were taking a short break. Let them know I'm ready though, as I told them I needed a couple minutes as well to let that timer run down, take my own break, catch my breath after that game number 2 victory by 2Calculated2Throw. Fantastic final 2 selections going double mage, a good counter there against the Chen, able to take him down quite a few times. And looks like our map number 3 is going to be Brexis Holdout, chosen by ReGen Anomaly. Third map of the day chosen by them. So we'll see what they're going to try to pull out. What's my dog crying for? Hopefully you guys aren't annoyed by that. He's quite the guy. He just makes noises on occasion. He like scratches his ear and like likes it too much. Readies are here, waiting for the launch, and we'll be ready to draft on Brexis Holdout. Hello? Who's host? Fierce host. Okay, he notices that he's host. Looks like we'll be launching in just a moment. 5, 4, 3.14592, 1. There we go. Draft number 3. We've made it all the way to the rubber match here between 2Calculated2Throw and ReGen Anomaly. Once again, it will be first to ban. Or is it? No. Is this right? Okay. This is the pick of 2Calculated2Throw. I read that wrong. Okay. So ReGen Anomaly first to ban, sticking with the Zul'jin. They banned him out now all 3 games. The other hero they've taken out tonight, of course, was the Johanna twice. On the other side, 2Calculated2Throws looked at the Garrosh, Raynor, Malfurion, Rexxar, Vala, and then Garrosh again as their bans tonight. Will we see Garrosh for a 3rd time taken away? Just 2 seconds left on this first ban. And it will be Rexxar taken out, actually. Might be the smarter of the 2 here, not wanting to deal with the Rexxar on Brexis Holdout, who can be a menace. We actually got to see Fulmengo play that Rexxar earlier tonight. We also have seen him play on Brexis Holdout with that hero this season. But not going to be an option this time. Gul'dan, the 2nd ban for ReGen Anomaly. Appeared as though Mengo was drafting in game 1. Game 2 switched over to Carve, and here in game 3, Carve once again with the captain's crown. So maybe a bit of indecision amongst who's going to be calling these shots during the draft for ReGen Anomaly. But they have stuck with that Zul'jin throughout, and there is the Johanna being taken away. 2Calculated2Throw not willing to give her over as first pick for ReGen Anomaly. So Anomaly's got to think about who they're most comfortable on, who's the most important here. And it's going to be Carve on his Raynor for now. Back on over to 2C2T. They've shown ETC early last game. First game it was Kael'thas. Both those heroes still an option here. They're going to take the Garrosh. First time in the game we've seen him and Junkrat as well. Yet to see Junkrat play today. These are great to throw in those grenades on the point with Junkrat to find the tosses with Garrosh. Maybe don't have the most synergy together unless Garrosh is able to throw targets right onto those concussion mines or into the traps. Not always the easiest thing to do, as we see the Malfurion and ETC selected for ReGen Anomaly, getting on some comfort picks here for Littlerock and Anners. Now Fear making his final ban of the evening. 10 seconds left for 2Calculated2Throw to figure out how they want to shut down ReGen Anomaly for the second game in a row. 5 seconds left now. Waiting on this final ban for them. And it's Chen. So really trying to choke out Full Mango here. They take the Chen away. And he's going to have to go even deeper into that hero pool. RGA with their final ban now. 15 seconds for them. Still no support on the side of 2Calculated2Throw, but none have been taken out in this ban phase yet. Instead, they don't want to deal with Li Ming for the second time. The Gul'dan and Li Ming too good in game 2. So now it's back over to 2C2T. What do they pair him with? Garrosh and Junkrat. They probably want some lockdown to go with it. The more CC, the better when you're with these two heroes they've already drafted. Kel'Thas has a Gravity Lapse and Ana with her Sleep Dart. Two options taken there by 2Calculated2Throw to get some follow-up on tosses from Garrosh. Final two picks, ReGen Anomaly on the clock, and they're right at the end of it. Full Mango has to figure out what he wants in that solo lane. That's the big pickup. And what does Voodoo play to help with some wave clear? It'll be Leoric for Mango and Jaina for Voodoo. One pick left, and it belongs to the blue side. Fear the captain, the one yet to choose his hero. Now just 3 seconds left. They're going to run it all the way down. And end up locking in a Varian. Alright, so is this going to be like Twin Blades for the top lane matchup? I don't know. What do they do there with that? We will find out later on. But chat, maybe you can help me sort this one out. Who's going to win game number 3 and take this set? Is it 2Calculated2Throw? Hashtag 2C2T in chat. Or is it ReGen Anomaly? Hashtag RGA. I don't know. Honestly, after game 2, I think 2Calculated2Throw just looked like the better team. But will Varian be enough? Will we be able to handle this Leoric? Is Full Mango ready to play a hero other than Rexxar or Chen in this season? We're going to find out in just a moment. Forgot to write the Varian in my book. Now we got it. Show you guys the webcams before we head on in. Hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. Hope you're relaxing, enjoying this maybe with your spouse, maybe your children are watching with you, maybe just a friend, or maybe you're by yourself. Either way, I'm glad you're here hanging out with me, hanging out with everyone else in chat who's shown up to support these two sides, two fantastic organizations in NGS, the Calculated2Throw family versus the ReGen family. Glad to be presenting it to you as we load on into our final map of the night. It'll be Brax's Holdout with Jurgen Derb on the Kel'Thas. We got X Havoc playing Garrosh, Hunter X on the Junkrat, Galdry Ice playing Ana, and up top in the solo lane on Varian, it's Fear. Make some noise for 2Calculated2Throw. Over on the red side, winners of game 1, currently sitting first place in this division. It's Carve on the Rainer, Voodoo playing Jaina, Littlerock on ETC, Anders playing as Malfurion, and solo lane sported by the Janitor, Leoric, played by Full Mango. Make some noise for ReGen Anomaly. Jurgen Derb going to step on into a root there. No follow-up yet from ReGen Anomaly. ReGen struggling in game 2 up against an objective phase with great defensive positioning by the front line of 2Calculated2Throw. And here on Brax's Holdout might be more trouble for them if they can't find their ways around those fights. Because the longer you're able to stand on these points, the more Zerg you're gonna spawn. Well, that'll certainly help. Full Mango setting RGA up with an early lead with a kill on Varian, who still doesn't have a level 4 talent. Here's a concussion mine knocking ETC into tower range, but Lid's able to slide away. No response in the top lane yet. Full Mango is going to be able to clear some of this out. We'll see if Varian shows up in time to collect some of these XP globes. Should be close. We're going to keep an eye on him. There's one on the ground. And Varian should be able to get a lot of these, but down bottom, it's going to be Voodoo falling. Jaina down, one apiece now between these squads, and Beacon's active in 5 seconds will be a big advantage for 2Calculated2Throw. Sorry, I was looking at the mini-map really quick at something. Bottom side channeled by Garrosh, top side, neither side channeled yet. As Varian gonna walk on down there first. Mango's gonna try to move on back as those XP globes will start dropping. Fear's gonna rotate back and find them. 10% ended up getting channeled that time by 2Calculated2Throw. Jaina now showing back up. Here's Voodoo. And up top, Rainer making this rotation. It's Carve looking for Varian, but not able to get the kill. Carve gonna start backing on out, heading towards the bottom lane again, presumably. Tap had to come out from Fear. Now Junkrat showing up top. ReGen Anomaly able to walk on the point and ring around the Rosie. No channel that time for 2Calculated2Throw on their move. Power Slide will hit the Kel'Thas. The Concussion Mine puts Rainer in a good spot to get some autos out. But a little bit scared there was Carve that time. Now turning their focus onto Garrosh. A lot of damage coming from Jaina, putting his armor up to 33 stacks. Bottom side now channeled by ReGen Anomaly. They have both in their favor. 24% already going quickly for RGA, but they're not willing to stand on that bottom point. They took a ton of damage. They back on out, and they're going to end up their channel at 44%. Still up top, it's Leoric beating this Varian, landing another Spooky. That's just a tremendous amount of pressure being applied by Mango, keeping this wave all the way up, add to that fort wall. Another follow coming in. This is Maractus22. Appreciate that follow, putting us now at 942 followers, getting even closer to that 1,000 follower mark. Appreciate all of you showing up tonight once again. Lid stepping on this point, gonna send it to mid, but too much damage for ETC to stand here too long. Good roots from Anders to zone out. And that should afford ReGen Anomaly enough space to get on this point. They do, and they flip it back to red. Living bombs are spreading all over the place, though, as ETC now on this point. Concussion Mine barely missing. Flip onto Rainer. Carve able to back up and pop his E for some help, but finally ends up falling with the help of Ana, getting some of that Shrike damage out. The Leoric has to get back on the top point to keep ReGen Anomaly alive in this race. And so far, Leoric doing a pretty good job up against Varian, although that time missing a Spectral Leech. Living bombs spreading all over the place. Varian recapturing top, sending them now to 22%. Lid's very low on the front side, needs Malfurion for days, but Anders getting low on mana now, having to throw out all the help he can with those rejuvenates, but not going to have enough for the Moonfire to go with it. There's a two-man sleep hit by Galldry Ice. No follow-up. Top lane, this battle might go to the death. Fear with that level 4 healing up a lot, but full Mango stealing a lot of the health back. Leoric getting their second solo lane kill on the Varian in this one. Level 7 for both sides now. As ReGen Anomaly going to start to get aggressive. There's the roots and the power slide hitting on the Junkrat, but he gets away, hops over the wall. Still no one from ReGen Anomaly moving on to the point. They got to start thinking about it while they have this advantage. And there goes ETC, starting to channel up. Jurgen Derb's going to step forward. Face Melt 1. Now locking in onto the point is ETC. Can he stay in here? Garrosh at 26 health falls to the Ice Bolt of Jaina. And that will be enough for ReGen Anomaly to get the first Zerg wave in their favor of the game. Varian's starting to get a little bit scarier as his levels continue to climb. And the bottom lane push will start for ReGen Anomaly. It will be a decent wave up top. One of these Ultralisks about to run in. I think that's an Ultralisk. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't play a ton of StarCraft. Front wall now down. Still some Zerg standing as ETC getting flipped. There's a power slide through. Root follow-up. Not going to be enough to keep anyone locked in long enough for any damage coming from Voodoo. Where do we have Carve? Carve's up top right now. They're looking to get a kill on Varian, and they do. I barely caught that one. I didn't even know that Carve had left. Good face melt, preventing the toss there that time from Garrosh. And Anders might start to think about calling to go back to base to get this mana he's been missing for quite some time. Carve now rejoining the team in the bottom lane. After the third kill on Varian, Leoric getting plenty of extra XP over his counterpart in the top lane in this matchup. Let's actually take a look at our XP, if I can find it. There it is, XP totals. Leoric leading by 3,400 XP in this matchup. A lot of displacement coming out from Garrosh and the Junkrat, but no kills. 5v5, oh, excuse me, 5v4 bottom lane. ReGen Anomaly sending the Leoric down as Varian's wide open in the top lane. Here's level 10 for ReGen Anomaly. Do they want to turn a fight quickly? It's actually going to be a Death March for Leoric. I wasn't expecting that. Thought it probably would be the Entomb. But Leo wanting a little bit of help up against the Varian, perhaps on these points as well. Carve making the rotation once again to this top lane. And they're going to send some damage in on Fear. The slow's been applied, so the ace in the hole is being procced continually for Carve. Fear's going to have to use that well tap as a lot of damage coming from towers and forts onto full Mango. He lands another Spectral Leech, going to get a lot of that health back as Raynor turning. And Varian has to be scared there. Fear without a well tap now could be in a lot of trouble, especially if Carve wants to stay in that lane. But he's going to rotate down, help his team bottom lane. And trust that Leoric can get the job done himself. There's a flip by Garrosh. X-Havoc looking for ETC. Is there a power slide available? Not yet. There is still a mosh pit though, but they gotta watch out for this fort as the Hyperion was played by Carve. They're trying to get a little bit of damage out and zoning put onto 2Calculated2Throw as our beacons are activating in just 1 second. Who's gonna drop back onto this bottom one first? There goes ETC. Top side, it's still Leoric and Varian about where we left them the last we were looking. Now the Protect's coming in, helping keep the health on Varian's health bar through these Spectral Leeches that continually land for Leoric. But now Mango going to try to move on to this point, or will he? Not going to play aggressive yet as the Flame Strike is hitting ETC. Healing reduction, hello. Landed great by Ana. Here comes... Oh, didn't get his armor. ETC forgot to hit a basic ability and didn't get any armor from his guitar solo. And ETC falls just like that. Now a huge opportunity for 2Calculated2Throw. Already have the top beacon because Varian is a beast. And now with that kill, able to easily step onto bottom. A huge swing in this matchup. Going to go in favor of 2Calculated2Throw. Carve's going to head up top just to save the day for a moment. But is it too little too late? Is he now going to step up onto this Varian? But without the help of Leoric, there's not going to be much doing there. Bottom side still channeled for 2Calculated2Throw. As we got a 2v2 up top. Kael'thas showing up in support of Varian up against Leoric and Raynor. Carve able to stand in there strong. Sending ReGen Anomaly up to 22%. Now full Mango gonna have to land another Spectral Leech onto Fear. There's the Black March as well, getting a lot of health back. A few globes available too, and this top side still gonna be controlled by ReGen Anomaly. I kinda like the split they've made. Maybe this is the change they need to really help out and get the final touches onto this Varian once and for all. Can they get it here? No. One more auto from Carve may have been able to do it, but quickly moving back was Varian, now having to go all the way back to base. Just going to be Kael'thas here. Bottom side will tune in once again. Lid's trying to step in, gets a sleep dart in his face, almost thrown into that trap. But able to move away, now moving on to the point. Another trap being sent by Junkrat, and there's the concussion mine going to whiff. ETC willing to eat that for his team, and now both beacons, at least for the time being, in control of ReGen Anomaly. Leoric's going to step on this bottom point, but Kael'thas is here. He's got to be careful. Full Mango now going to Wraithwalk out. Incoming Flame Strike. Pyroblast, excuse me. It's Pyroblast, not Flame Strike. Mosh Pit, nothing doing. Now knocked into the fort is Littlerock. X-Havoc low. Is there a power slide? No. Instead, it's a Riptire getting a kill on the Jaina. Another one, fourth of the game for 2Calculated2Throw. About to be able to move on to this bottom beacon yet again. Already at 72%. It's just ETC almost getting concussion mine there. Able to survive. Leoric up top, not having a great day up against Varian. And that'll be 100% now going to be channeled by 2Calculated2Throw. Varian able to survive again. Here comes a defense coming out by Jurgen Derb. Here comes Anna and Garrosh as well. Thank you for that follow coming in from Zeke Rosen. Appreciate you being here tonight. Leoric's going to fall up top. Another kill, make it 5 for 2Calculated2Throw as the defense is here for both sides. This one's going to go on a bit longer with teams not pushing with their Zerg, just playing it safe, not wanting to lose here on Brax's holdout. And it's going to be a quick clear by ReGen Anomaly, but they do lose their fort. And they might be under threat up top as well as Varian starting to push in with his whole team behind him. They get through that fort wall. Leoric still not respawn, but Mango pretty close to doing so. Here comes ReGen Anomaly in defense. 30 seconds till the mosh pit, not available for ETC. Maybe would have loved to have had it there. Instead, just sitting inside a ton of damage. Here comes the Pyroblast. No way to survive this one, ETC. He's down. Carb should be next. Yes, he is. A triple kill for 2Calculated2Throw. Ready to siege in onto another fort. Just Anners and Voodoo still standing. That's Jaina and Malfurion. And there ain't nothing they can do to save that fort. Will 2Calculated2Throw continue pushing in, or do they drop onto some of these camps? Perhaps a boss. They want the siege camp first. The Orc about to respawn. Varian now moving on to the Bruiser camp, wide open with the rest of his team. ETC respawning. Now Raynor respawning. Should be able to make a play on the boss if they wanted to move that way, and it looks like Fear is moving through the pit. Do they start it? No. ReGen Anomaly checked out that boss, making sure no one was on it. But it will be to their surprise that almost right after 2Calculated2Throw did move on it, now they're going to have to recheck it. Here comes Littlerock up front, has that mosh pit if he wants to get in here. But there's a trap set up by Junkrat. He can't move past it. And just like that, boss will be taken away with ease by Varian and crew. Well done by 2Calculated2Throw, setting up pressure in all the lanes right now. Top lane, there's Bruiser Camp still pushing. Bottom lane, Siege Camp here. Those Hellbats going to start reducing the armor of these turrets. Leoric in trouble, has to use that Wraith Walk. Should get back by his team, but it's going to spread a Living Bomb over to Carve as Anners falls. Great flip by Garrosh. 37 seconds till the support is back up for ReGen Anomaly, and they are completely falling apart in this mid to late game once again to the hands of 2Calculated2Throw. Now with the boss pushing onto this keep wall, Riptire Pop going to put a lot of damage onto Mango there. You're going to step in on Varian. Here comes the Pyroblast, and Leoric is down through the Black March. Boss still alive. About to kill ETC as well, and Liz is down. This could be the beginning of the end for 2Calculated2Throw. They're about to move in and finish this one up against ReGen Anomaly. Boss still on his feet with 50% health. Raynor in defense, doesn't have a Hyperion. All they have left is this Ring of Frost. Can Jaina save the day? Here comes Voodoo, who's going to look for it. Or will he? Not able to. And that's going to be it. There is no way that they're going to be able to stop this one. 40% on the core. And the reverse sweep is complete for 2Calculated2Throw, taking it 2-1 over ReGen Anomaly. Let's take a look at this match summary, once again brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. Our last one of the night. Oh, so sad when we reach the end of these things, but gotta say, what a performance coming out in games 2 and 3 by 2Calculated2Throw. They were very calculated in how they wanted to win this one, banning out plenty of targeted heroes in games 2 and 3. Taking away that Rexar and Chen from Mango on Brax's holdout ends up paying dividends as they're able to handle the Leoric. Even though they lost a few times with the Varian, they're still able to get the job done, winning the Zerg wave there at the end. A big boss as well to combo in onto that keep and core. And ultimately a 2-1 victory for 2Calculated2Throw. I'm going to try to reach out. Who are we going to find? Let's see if Fear's available for an interview. And just gotta find him. Appreciate the bits. 11 coming in from Silvara. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Hope you enjoyed that matchup. As we are waiting to hear back from Fear, I'll switch us over to our webcam scene.
Hello.
Hey, we got Fear in the house. The reverse sweep was played tonight. 2-1 victory for 2Calculated2Throw. How is the excitement levels right now with your team?
There was a lot of shouting of bones. So if anybody knows CT, they know that that's a thing that we always shout in quick match when we're diving keeps for no reason and that sort of thing. So everybody's pretty hyped.
Awesome. Well, that was quite the exciting match. To be honest, I didn't think you guys were able to hang in there after seeing game 1, but game 2...
I know.
Game 2, though, Battlefield of Eternity was so sweet. You guys able to set up a 4-man defense on your own Immortal, leave your Arcanist back to push those, and it really worked. So why don't you talk me through a bit of how Battlefield of Eternity went for you guys?
So the early game, we kind of panicked a little bit because we just weren't positioned right, and I'm the shot caller for our team, and I'm not used to shot calling from the off lane. So we were a little bit out of sync, and so we gave up a bit of an advantage. And then once we start to get into the objective phase, we kind of had everybody spread out. All right, you do your thing, let me know what's going on, and I'll tell you what we need to do next. And we worked through it kind of step by step, like a list or something, and kind of got back on track.
Well, the checklist was double-checked today. It looked really good. I want to talk a bit about drafting because Johanna was targeted all night long, taken out 3 times. But you guys also showed a bit of homework was done on your side, taking away the Rainer in game 1, the Malfurion, the Garrosh, 3 heroes that we've seen a lot from ReGen Anomaly.
Yep.
And then game 2, taking out the Rexar, and then taking it out again in game 3 on Brax's holdout, along with the Chen. You guys really had a focus tonight, so maybe you want to talk me through a bit of that, how you were able to scout out ReGen Anomaly.
So I watched 3 out of their 4 games so far. I watched against... I watched both games against Ragaros, and then I watched like the first half of one of their games against Lubu. So I had a kind of a general idea of what they were going to be running going into this, and I've played. I've seen them play in NGS before, so I had kind of an idea of what they were going to be up to, but it was mostly just from those games before.
So here's a fun question, and it's always fun for winning captains. Little opportunity to maybe shout out who you think performed as an MVP on your team tonight. Is there anyone that sticks out and really put their best foot forward for you tonight?
Probably Havoc. He's been doing great on tank. He always has, but he really was putting in extra work tonight. And obviously everybody else played great too, but man... I like being alive, and having a beefy boy between me and the sword is really nice.
Hey, the ETC game too, I got to give credit there because a lot of zoning was done, providing room for the Gul'dan and the Li Ming, the double mage comp you guys selected.
Yep.
Giving you guys that space to get that room off and really under no threat from the Greymane, who you guys caught a really nice kill at the end. He was trying to sneak that kill on Gul'dan, but it didn't work out. I was going to say,
Gul'dan was yelling, "Oh, he's chasing me!"
You just got to give the credit to X Havoc playing that. He looked really strong tonight on those tanks. So
yeah, he was flexing his power level.
Absolutely. So moving through this season, of course, it is Division Calculated East. So you have your sister teams along with you, but anyone else in the division that you're excited to play against and maybe looking forward to having as a rival here in Division C?
I'm excited to play against pretty much everybody in the division, but the one that stands out besides the CT teams is Lubu, because we played against them our first match ever at NGS as original CT in Season 5.
Yep.
And now I've moved over to 2C, obviously, but it'd be cool to play against them again, especially since I play with them out of NGS a lot, like in Quick Match or in Storm League or whatnot, so it'll be cool to play against them, I think.
Yeah, those are always the most fun when your friends are on the other side and you can have that friendly banter going on. So I'll be looking forward to that matchup. I'll make a note of that in my book that it's a key matchup for you guys. But I got to say, thanks for coming in for this interview. Congrats on the 2-0 victory. And, of course, before I let you go, Fear, some time for some shout-outs. Floor's yours.
Shout-outs to everybody on the team. Shout-out to 2C, to CT, and to CTHD for being awesome. And to Murda for casting our game, which was pretty cool.
Hey! Always a pleasure getting to hang out, man. It really is. Well,
yeah, that's it.
If that's it for me, too. I got to say thanks once again for this interview, and best of luck moving forward in Season 8.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, we'll catch you soon. All right, Twitch chat, end of the road here in this doubleheader. Thank you for sitting through all of it. I'm sure you're tired of hearing my yells, my excitement, my probably sometimes annoying mannerisms. But God bless you. Remember, you guys are beautiful human beings that are loved by many, including myself and those that are close to you at home. Don't ever forget that. Thank you so much for being a participant tonight in chat. All those follows that came in sent us pretty close to 1,000, now sitting at 944. Got bits from Silvara there at the end, a sub from Arrow earlier. Shout out these guys followed once again. We had Radically Dreaming, The Lazy Hydra, Hung Fu, Eric Chemo, Maractus22, and Zeke Rosen. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations to 2Calculated2Throw taking the 2-1 victory over ReGen Anomaly here in Week 2 of Season 8 NGS. Until next time, I'm Murda. You can catch me on Twitter, twitter.com/MurdaRG. Come say hi or find me on Discord. Or just hit that follow button here on Twitch. Or if you're watching in the future on YouTube, slap that subscribe button. Love you guys. And until next time, which will be tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the Nexus.